What a dope move was that? Have you guys seen the Battlefield 6 live action trailer that dropped like a few days ago? Which already has like, I don't know, 2 million views on YouTube. So whoever came up with this campaign or the whole concept behind this trailer definitely deserves, well, maybe not an Oscar, but I think it was a really strong move. And I liked it so much that I'm making this video about it because I think it just needs to be honored how good this trailer actually was. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's so good. So first up, there's Zac Efron, the actor, Jim Butler, the basketball player, Morgan Wallen, I think. I unfortunately don't really know how to pronounce his name since I don't know him, but he's doing country music, right? And Paddy Pimblett, the UFC fighter guy. So a really colorful mix, and everyone thought at the start of this trailer, or they even teased it beforehand with these 4 people, and everyone was like, oh no, come on, more celebrities getting shoved into the front line for this thing. And then they just get blown up in the first 5 seconds. A couple of soldiers come walking up behind and say, who was that anyway? Yeah, I don't know, who cares? It's unimportant, something like that. I already thought that was ultra cool. But also the intention behind it, and we all know, without me even having to say it, probably which franchise this was a giant marketing middle finger to. Yeah, it starts with a C and it ends with an odd, right? So it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, the message is clear. We at Battlefield will not make celebrities as skins in our game because we just wanna make a real sick game again. And that has a somewhat more serious vibe. Even though this trailer, funny enough, doesn't really have a serious vibe at all. I mean, it is structured so that the people are just having fun with what they are doing. Funnily enough, similar to the infamous What a Time to Be Alive trailer from 2042, but the vibe is totally different. Here it's crystal clear, I think, that you're imagining people sitting at their PC or console and gaming, instead of actually being in war. And that's what the 2042 one was more like, with people running around and having fun, which can make a subtle but critical difference. This trailer is getting hyped on the net right now. The 2042 trailer, not so much, which is quite funny because I've already said it a few times. We were in a couple of feedback sessions and stuff, and the consensus was thrown around, what if Battlefield doesn't follow with Fortnites and CODs and stops trying to be a fun shooter or desperately trying to be colorful and pretty because that just doesn't fit Battlefield. And maybe it could or would form the exact opposite, the counterbalance to that. Funnily enough, we were talking about exactly that. I'm not going to say it's because of us, for God's sake, don't get me wrong, but that was also our approach, that we said there are so many people out there who are also, I think, a bit fed up with this colorful shooter crap. It is, well, let's just say it, made for kids or at least teenagers. What if we had a gritty Battlefield again? Sure, it's harder to sell skins then. Sure, monetization might be an issue, but maybe so many people are fed up with that exactly that it would bring so many people into the franchise that you still make enough money even though you don't have microtransactions everywhere with weird skins and so on. It's a fine line, of course, I think, because who's gonna spend money on the 50th camo suit? Sure, a Nicki Minaj skin sells faster and better because it's just flashier. But yeah, maybe there's another way. And I hope they found a formula where they can still push the live service, pump out a ton of content, which is what a live service needs. Because we also have to admit that Battlefield's live service in the past just hasn't worked the way it should. The content didn't come out the way it needed to for a live service, and of course, money has to be made for that. Hopefully, that's clear to us all. Because if development has to continue for years, you can't do it for free, I guess, right? You can't see, but I'm wearing my Battlefield 6 cap for the promotional effect because I just genuinely like what they are doing and how they are pulling it off, and this trailer showed it again. The closeness to the community was also shown again. That was done in 2042 too, with Rendezook and so on. Here we have like a C4 drone, a C4 buggy. Let's take out that tank callouts. things that gamers say to gamers in Battlefield, like taking out people in a room with a rocket launcher, and all of that has this funny haha, I got you both with one rocket launcher vibe, but I feel like it comes across completely differently and somehow more authentic in this trailer than in the 2042 trailer. We were all excited about 2042 too. Awesome, Randazook. Now they get what the community wants and so on and so forth. And now I really hope that they actually get what the community wants, because this is the right direction. The game should be fun and also a little bit silly and absurd in some parts and unrealistic, because putting C4 on a drone, flying it into the house and making it explode, or jumping out of the plane, taking out the chasing plane with a rocket and then jumping back into your plane isn't exactly what military simulation would do. That's why Battlefield was always caught between those worlds. Yeah, fun and yeah, a bit silly in parts, but the vibe and atmosphere were always a bit more serious than funny. Only the community, we, the players, made it a cool, funny, silly thing. The game itself didn't, and that's the crucial point, I think. And as I said, I think the trailer hit the nail on the head. Feel free to write in the comments if you also thought it was cool, like I did, or if you think, nah, it's kind of silly, I want it to be like Hell Let Loose or something. Just write your opinion, engagement, and all that. You know the YouTube game. YouTube generally seems to not be pushing videos right now, I feel. So please leave a like, please leave a sub, because engagement seems to be more important than ever for videos on YouTube, obviously, and that would really help me out. Speaking of helping out, if you want to pre-order the game on the EA app or on EA.com, there's a promo code that you can enter. It's LUC001. I'll get a little bit of kickback. It helps me with what I do. That would be really nice. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I think the idea is great. Also kind of messing with people by putting the celebs there, and everyone's thinking now they want to do ads with celebrities again and then blowing them up immediately and having normal soldiers follow up. I think it's super dope. 2 thumbs up from me to the marketing team at EA or DICE. Yeah, if you agree, give me a thumbs up too. I just wanted to get this off my chest in a video. See you next time. Bye.